Hello, happy Sunday to you all. I hope you all are having a great Memorial Day weekend. I can't believe it is already May 30th. That tomorrow, well, no, not tomorrow. It's not June 1st. Tomorrow is still May 31st, and Tuesday is June 1st. I can't believe it's coming so quick. Like spring is here, and then summer's going to be coming, and wow, it just comes so fast. So hopefully you're out enjoying some time with families and your families and friends, and maybe enjoying some nice in warm weather that maybe is not too warm. That's always a good thing. So anyway, so I am here for my Sunday night free live animal communication readings, and I'm happy to be here with you all. And I'm just going to check on my phone. I see that there is 2 people here, so welcome. Feel free to put your name in the comments, say hi, say where you're from if you're so inclined. If not, then that's okay too. There's no rules here whatsoever. So anyway, I wanted to share something. Hi, Rach. Oh my gosh, good to see you here. I want to share something really cool and exciting that I have coming up, and I'll make sure to put hi, Lisa. Good to see you. I'll make sure to put the link in the comments. This Friday, June 4th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time via Zoom, I have a Animals and Spirits event, and it's going to be limited to 10 people. The cost is $22, and anybody that has a pet that is on the Rainbow Bridge will get a more in-depth little reading than I do here. So it'll be more one-on-one. It'll be very intimate, and everybody will probably get maybe like about, between 10 and 15 minutes each. I'm not sure, how the timing's going to work, but it'll probably be somewhere around there, and everybody will get a message. And I have only 10 spots. There's only 10 spots. I have 7 remaining spots. So, and again, that's only $22 this Friday, June 4th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're interested, if maybe you wanted to do maybe a longer session, but you just, aren't able to at the moment, this is just a way that I wanted to create something to be more of service and create something fun. So I wanted to share that with you all, and I'll make sure to, let's see if I can put the information about it here. So I'm going to scroll to my computer, and then I'll put the information about like how to pay if you're interested in that. I would love to have you join. So let me see if I can find the information here. Give me one moment. And thank you for your patience here while I find that. Looks like my my computer wants to freeze up on me. So I don't know if, okay, good, you're still here. I was like, wait a minute, what happened? So I'm gonna see if I can, oops, okay. Looks like I have application error. So I'll go ahead, and I'm not sure what's wrong with that. Maybe I have too many windows open at once, which sometimes I do that. Oh, Rach says I have a shift from 11 to 8. Oh, so hi, Deborah. So Rach, don't worry. This is actually going to be something I'm going to do regularly. I plan to do something like this once a month. So I'm going to do it at hi, Patricia. Good to see you, Tricia. So if there's like a time that usually works best for you, that like a day you usually have off or something like that, feel free to put that here in the comments, and then I can, what I can do is I can do the next one at a different time, because I want to maybe try to offer them at different times, so then people that maybe aren't able to join at that one time are able to join. So yeah, feel free to put that in the comments or send me a message and let me know too. If you guys are wanting to go and you're not able to go during that time, definitely please reach out to me, because I want to, do this every month, because I just feel like it's, really important, and, maybe people just aren't in that position to do the longer session, or maybe they just want to do that shorter session. So I'm going to see if it'll let me go to post that information, and I don't think it's going to let me do that right now. So I'll just make sure to do that after, because I don't want to like eggs out of anything here. So let's see here. Maybe if I close some windows here, maybe that will let me go back in there. So anyway, so feel free to go ahead and post your comments and your questions and all that, or maybe anything fun that you're doing on this Memorial Day weekend, or any fun traditions that maybe you have on Memorial Day weekend, right? Maybe you have a fun tradition that you do with friends or family or something like that. I would love to hear about that. So feel free to post that in the comments. And I'm going to see if I can post the information here about that. For some reason, it's just not wanting to work, but I'm going to see if I can make it work, because I am persistent. I don't give up easy. So I guess that's a good quality to have, right? Okay, I think it's going to let me post. So here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put it here in the comments here. And thanks for your patience with me here as I navigate with technology. It looks like it's working now, and I'm going to make sure to not exit out of this screen. And it looks like it did let me post there. Sometimes it doesn't let me post on my personal page, but it looks like it is letting me do that, and hopefully it posts on my business page. So perfect. So wherever you're listening, you'll have that information, and have no fear, because that is a regular once a month thing that I plan to do, because I think it's important. And then also too, it can be for somebody that maybe doesn't really know that much about animal communication and wants to connect with a pet on the other side. It just gives them the opportunity to do that in a sacred space with just an intimate group. And I'm going to definitely, I definitely plan to keep it limited to like 10 people every month, because I really want to do that. Oh, cool. Okay. So Rach says Saturdays, I believe, I think a lot would join on a Saturday evening. Perfect. Okay. I love it. So I will do that. So the next one I'll do it on a Saturday evening, and I'll do maybe what I'll do is I'll have to look at my schedule, but maybe I'll try to see if there's a way that I can do a second one in June. No, and I'll definitely for sure do one in July. So I'll look at my schedule, and I'll keep you guys posted. And yeah, I like that idea too, like a Saturday evening. I think that sounds perfect. So I will definitely look at that. So thank you. I love that. So yay. So woohoo. So thank you. You guys are so amazing. So anyway, so feel free to post any questions you have about animal communication, energy work with animals, massage with animals, like work with crystals, or any pets that you have that you would like to have me tune into. Feel free to post your comments. And I know maybe this weekend, since it is Memorial Day weekend, I know a lot of people are probably out of town and maybe camping or at the coast, or where, or maybe at the desert, depending on where you live, right? I'm sure a lot of people, I know a lot of people go away on Memorial Day weekend. I tend to like stay close to home on weekends like that, because I'd rather kind of make my own holiday weekend when maybe there's not as many people out, and just maybe where it's not as crowded and more quiet. So there we go. So anyway, hello, Princess Butterfly. Good to see you here. I have somebody joining via YouTube, so that's super, super awesome. I love that. So it's cool that I have this technology I use called StreamYard, where I can broadcast in 3 places at once. So that's amazing. So all right. So yes, and it's only for animal communication here. I have that question that came through. So yeah, just for animal communication here is what I do. So let's see here. I have one question here that came through. So I love that. Lisa says, is Chloe Grace happy that we're moving in with grandma? And oh my gosh, so the first thing that came to me is like, I see like Chloe Grace, like woo, like jumping up in the air, like excuse my, like arms up in the air. She's like jumping up in the air, and she's like, ooh, like more treats, and like more goodies, and more loves, and more of that type of thing. And she says she's like excited about that, and she says that like there's like a cushy like bed or cushy place that she has to lay there that she really really likes and she really enjoys. So she says that will be fun. And she says she likes like the outside breeze at grandma's house, on the outside air. She says that's really something she really likes and really enjoys. So she says yes, 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 it'll be like a good change of pace, and it'll be a good thing, and we're going to have lots of fun together, and that it'll be really really amazing and good. So that's what I pick up on from Miss Chloe Grace. And then I have another question here. This is a great question. Rach says, is it possible that two puppies will get part of a soul of one deceased dog? That's like a really interesting question. So I definitely believe that there are like little fragments that can come, like essences of a soul that can come into like other beings and other animals. I do believe, oh yeah, you're welcome, Lisa, you're so welcome. I do believe that can happen, right? It's just sometimes our human mind might be like, hey, wait, how is that possible? And I definitely believe there is so much more possible than we realize. So, I definitely see that, like, that is a definite possibility. Like I could see like maybe like a fragment are off, like maybe this part of like the dog's personality or this part of the personality. I definitely see it as a possibility. And like my always thing that I like to go with is like, if you feel that in your heart and you feel that to be the truth, and like you really feel that is what it is, and you really feel that, then like really go with that and trust that inner knowing and that inner guidance with that, because I believe there's so much possible with things like that are just really beyond our human comprehension. So I definitely believe that is certainly a possibility for sure. So that's a great question. I love questions like that. It's really good to have different questions. So that's really, really good. So yeah, so there you go. Thanks for getting the ball rolling with asking some questions. I love it when people come on and do that. It's really great, because then it just helps to have other people ask questions. And I just looked at my computer and I just saw the weather, and I'm like, oh, now I know why I'm hot today. I didn't realize in the times I've gone outside today with my dogs how hot it is. It's actually 76 where I'm in, and 76 degrees where I'm at today. And I'm sure some people would say, oh my gosh, that's not hot, that's not really hot. But people that maybe live like in the desert, but oh my gosh, like when it starts to get like to like close to kind of 80 and 80 and above, that's when I'm like, oh gosh, I can feel that heat like this, especially as I've gotten older. It's like my internal body temperature is already like hotter than it used to be. So I'm like, oh, I can really feel that, but that's okay. It's tolerable. At least it's not like, 90 degrees or 100 degrees, because then I would be like, oh my gosh, that's like way too hot. I would probably be, I don't know if any of you have used this trick, but sometimes what I do, if I get too hot, like if it's like a really hot day, aside from using my fans, I'll open up my freezer, and I'll just kind of like stick my head in the freezer, and I'm like, oh, just that like feels so cool, or sometimes I'll take like some water, like a spray bottle, and I'll just spray myself with some cool water and mist myself off a little bit. That can that can really help. So, and speaking of that, I actually need to get a new spray bottle because my spray bottle, actually the little sprayer thing stopped working on it. So I need to go get another one. It was just one I had got at the dollar store. So I just need to go back and get another one because those are definitely handy to have for sure. So the hot weather is a good reminder to do that. And then it's also a good reminder to drink lots of water. I have my water bottle here, and I don't know if you guys have heard of this. I just actually discovered this new water called Kangen water. It's hopefully I think I'm saying that right. It's Kangen water, and it has alkaline. It's alkalinized. I'm like, oh, alkalinized. So it has like alkaline in it, and it's ionized, and it has all these other like antioxidants and things in it. And actually in Japan, they use this water a lot in hospitals, and there's this water store near me, and I'm on this like 2-week trial right now of this water. And what's really cool about this water is I noticed that since drinking it, I'm starting to like sleep deeper, like, and I can just feel like my body is way more hydrated, so I can really like feel that difference, right? And they do say water is life, so I definitely can feel like some big changes with drinking this water. So if you haven't checked out that water, you might want to check it out. It's super cool. So anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get. I'm gonna clap my hands and see if that distracts Nugget because she is going a little bit crazy with Cool up there in the background. Oh my goodness. So let's see here. And I have a question from Patricia and then a comment from Rach. And Rach says, thanks. I thought it was impossible, but just realized that you're right. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's like, why? Like, hey, like anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. And so much is possible, like that we don't even realize is possible, right? And I definitely feel like animals really remind us of that. I feel like they really remind us of that. And so there is that. And of course, my dogs are like kids right now because they know like I'm busy and they're, being a little crazy. Hey, Cool Up, come here. Come here, Cool Up. Let's see if Cool Up will come. Come here. She's like, nope, come here, good girl. I'm going to see if I can kind of distract them here a little bit. I have my sweet little spaniel mix over here. All right. So sorry for that distraction, but hey, that's real life. Animals and kids, like, hey, that's what they do. So let's see here. So Patricia says, I recently saw my Louie just for a second sitting in the chair in front of the fireplace. So nice to know he's visiting. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. I love that you're like open and you're in tune to that and you're open to receiving those messages, because when we're really open to receiving those messages come more to us when we're open to that and receptive, because sometimes they come through so subtly we may not notice them, and we may dismiss them a little bit. So it's really cool that you're honed into that and you're tuned into that. And he says, like, of course I would, and hey, Shanda, he says, of course I would be like right there in front of the fireplace, because he's like showing me, and hi, Tara, he's showing me an image of himself. Like I remember he showed me this, like communicating with him a long time ago, and he's just now making me remember it. He's showing me like that he's in like a little like smoking jacket. So he's like, of course I'd be like chilling by the like fireplace, like in the chair. Like, of course I'd be like in my chair, just chilling. That's of course where I'd be. Yes, and he is. Patricia says, Louis so beautiful. He is. He is such a beautiful boy, and his presence, is still coming in to check in on you and show you that he's there. And that's so beautiful when we're really open to receive those messages, because they come all the time, and I always like to advise people to not let others discount the messages that you're receiving. Because, you know, a lot of times maybe you might tell like a friend or a family member or like a coworker or maybe somebody that is not as open-minded, and they may dismiss that, and they may be like, well, oh gosh, like, no, that's like just a coincidence, or how can that happen, and that doesn't seem possible. And it's like, don't let anybody discount those messages that you're getting, because those messages are for you. And just soak in and revel in all those beautiful messages that you're receiving, right? It's super important to do that. So kudos to you, Trisha, for being tuned into that. And your Louis like this, he's so happy that, and you know, he's like this, he's so happy that you are tuning into that, and you're feeling those messages from him, and that you're honed into those messages in your heart from him. And of course, like, Yellow Cat has to come through, because like, how can Yellow Cat not come through? Like, Yellow Cat is like going like this, okay, like, out of the chair, like, out of the chair, like, this is my kingdom, like, out of the chair, like, thanks for saying hi, Louis, but he's like, I got this, Louis, like, I'm in charge, I got this. But oh my goodness, Yellow Cat, so such a good boy. So anyway, so there's that. So feel free, anybody that's just joined, feel free to go ahead and type in any comments you have for an animal that you'd like me to tune into, or any questions that you have about animal communication, anything like that. And Patricia says, Yellow Cat is the biggest baby now. Oh my god, I know, he's so sweet. He's like this. He's like, oh, I just melt. He says he just like melts. And hi, Tara, good to see you, friend. He says, Yellow Cat says he just like melts into you now. He says, I just melt into you. I just melt into you. And that's what I do. And that's what it's all about. So anyway, so there is that. And then I have Lisa joining. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Glad to see you here. And you said you have your cat, Patsy. Your cat's name is Patsy. I love that. That's such a great name. And you're not to sound like, you know, cliche-ish as I say this, but like, I just see like, for some reason, an image of Patsy Cline came into my mind. So I don't know if you named your cat after Patsy Cline. Like, I see Patsy Cline, and I see, like, when I tune into your cat, Patsy, I see like yellow and purple pansy flowers, like yellow and purple pansy flowers is what I see when I tune into your cat, Patsy. I see that, and like soaking, like I want to go like this, like I'm like soaking in the flowers, and I'm in that energy of like with the flowers and the dirt around the flowers. And I like to like kind of put my paw like in the flower petal and like feel the energy and feel the way that the flower petal feels. And like, I want you to know the flower that you are, and the beauty that you carry, and the beauty that is you. That's what I really want you to really want you to remember and know, is what I get from Patsy here. And hi, Carrie, good to see you, friend. Good to see you. So let's see here, and then I have a question here from Rachel. It says, hi again. Will you be able to check in with our Chubby to see if she has anything to say? Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, and you're welcome. You're welcome. So the thing that I see with like oh, and you're welcome, Lisa. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. So the thing that I see with Chubby is like, I want to go like this with my hand. So it's like Chubby wants to go like this with his paws. It's like playing some sort of game, and it makes me think of like pinball, right? You know how the ball goes up, or the game, like a game with like flippers. So when I was a kid, I used to play Hungry Hippo, and it's like the little like flippers would move, or like Mr. Mouth, it's like the little like flippers would move. It's like I feel like that that Chubby's saying, like, I want to play more. Like, I want to move things around with my feet, my paws. I want to move things around with my paws. I really want to move things around with my paws. Like, keep me engaged with, like, new games and change up the games and, like, fun, 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 and fun, fun, fun. And then I like that fun, 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 and keep that fun going. That's really important here. So that's what I picked up there. And Carrie says, I was wondering how a bird may be doing. It hit our window, which stunned him. We moved him to a safe, shady place, and I did energy work on him from afar. He was gone after about an hour. Oh, I'm sending you so much love. And I just feel like from that bird, there's so much gratitude for you from that bird. And I just think that is, oops, hold on a second. My dog was chewing on something that she's not supposed to chew on. Let me grab that from her. She decided to, like, kind of chew on a piece of the carpet. Oh my goodness. So there could be worse things. But anyway, so back to at least she didn't swallow it. So back to the bird is, I feel like the bird has so much gratitude for you. Like, it's just like gratitude and like, thank you for, like, helping me, because like, I'm seeing that you were really, really quick to react and, like, okay, like, and help, and you moved him to the shade. And I see that there's like 3 or 4 other birds that kind of came and, like, helped this bird, like that. Like, I went with my family of birds, and I'm with my family of birds, and thank you for the help that you gave me to bring me back to the family of birds. Because I just get, like, an image like this, like I'm going up with my carried off with my family again. So thank you so much for helping me with that, is what I pick up on there. So sending you so much love here. And let's see here. And then Tara has a question. I wonder how our horses are doing. We just moved them. Dixie and Tori are their names. Oh my gosh. So let's see here. And Carrie says there were other birds around. I was wondering. Okay. Yep. See, like, that's it. So there you go. So it's like, they're like gratitude. Like, thank you for helping. Thank you for helping. So let's see here. And let's see here. So the thing that I picked up on from your horses, Tara, is that, like, more has, like, opened up. They're showing me that, like, more has opened up, that, like, there's more freedom and more opportunity, that, like, things are, like, not inhibited, and it's more opened up now that we move. So it's like, yes, it's a good thing. It's like, whew, yes, it's a good thing. And it's like, it's more perfect than it was before. And so thank you for that. And you said, and Tori just went to her first horse show with our daughter this weekend. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And you said, and then, hi, Alexis. You said, I did Reiki and massage right away, and she settled down and was the quietest she has ever been in outside settings since we have been writing her. Wondering if she likes jumping and eventing, and if she will bond with Ree and continue to improve, and they will be a good team and safe. And she says yes. She says yes, yes, yes. And, like, just imagine that they're like flower petals, and they're flowers, and they're blossoming together, and that really, like, that connection with, like, the horse and the rider, the horse and the person is, like, really key. And doing the, like, massage and the Reiki, and just to kind of just be like, whoo, like, as I close my eyes like this, just to settle her into that, like, calm space. And she's having me, like, kind of touch my belly, like, around my solar plexus chakra, just to kind of really to kind of help her center, that like really helps. And since the move, that has really helped. And she says she likes jumping and venting, because she's like, ooh, like I'm really good at this. She's like, that was easy. She's like, that was easy. She says, I got this. That was really easy. I really got this. Like that was really easy. So I got this. That was so easy. So she says, like, keep the tuning in that you're doing and keep doing what you're doing, because that's what's really helping and really making the impact. And she's showing me like this, like kind of like some sort of like alfalfa like supplement or something like that too. She's showing me something about that's helping her. There's something about some sort of like something with alfalfa. And then Rach says, thank you, you're so welcome. And then Alexis here, I see Alexis's question and then Shanda's question, just so you know, because it goes in a different order since I do it with StreamYard. So let's see here. So Alexis says, wanted to see how my dog Taz is doing right now. We have foster puppies and he seems super off since bringing them in. Let's see here. And he was a foster dog last year, if that helps at all. And you're deciding if you want to adopt one. Okay, you're deciding if you want to adopt one. And you're welcome, Tara. Happy to help. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. So the thing that I pick up on from your Taz, Alexis, is there's this like massive like overwhelm. So he's like, oh, just like massive overwhelm. It's like, okay, like I just like all this stuff. So like some because of all the energy of the puppies. So doing some like stuff to kind of calm him, like some energy work and some nice like calming pet music. I know Barry Goldstein has some like calming pet music, and there's other people that have calming pet music out there that will really help. And what I'm being shown is like take like the calmer one of the puppies, the one that like the other puppies like kind of like more kind of like gang up on is what he's showing me. He's like, take the puppy that's the one out of the puppies that's the underdog. Take that puppy. He's like, the underdog puppy is the one that I want you to take. Take like the underdog puppy. That's the one that I want you to take. And for some weird reason, and it's like I always bring up everything that I pick up on, even if it sounds weird. So when I was a kid, I had pound puppies. I don't know, like if you guys have ever heard of pound puppies. I used to have those and I used to love those. And so for some reason, I'm like thinking of those for whatever reason. So it's like, you know, to bring that love to that like rescue dog, like in the fostering, like that's so amazing that you do that, because that's such an important, invaluable thing. Like that's so important. So bless you for that. So that's super important. So hopefully that helps. And let's see here. And Shanda says, can you please tune into my mini dash hound, Lola Grace? Oh my goodness, I love that name. That is like the best ever. She says, I know, isn't it? Because it suits me. That's what like I just heard from her. She's like, Lola Grace. She's like, it's all about Lola Grace. And let's see here. And you said, I hope she isn't in any pain and that she enjoys her acupuncture that she gets every other week. She says, yes, she enjoys that. And she says that's like really helping her. And she's showing me to have like the acupuncture. She says the acupuncture like helps to like simmer things down. Like it helps to have the stuff that is going on with her be in a more like relaxed state, that helps me to be in a more relaxed state. And she's showing me to have them kind of like adjust where they're putting the needles. So she's showing me like some needles like on her back hip area. She's showing me like her left hip, and she's showing me to like have them kind of like move them up a little bit further and then move them over this way more. So if like the outside of her hip is right here, she says like move some more over here and then some more like over here, and then just kind of like have them kind of adjust where where the needles are, that will really help. And then she's showing me some needles. She's showing me something like on her like spinous processes, which are like kind of like on the, like there's the top of her back, and then like right next to that is their spinous processes. So she's showing me, I'm seeing if I can distract my dogs here. I know, Tara says, your dog, haha, love it. I know, she's like, oh my goodness. She's like, let's play. So, anyway, so, oh my goodness. Good thing my downstairs neighbor's not home right now. So that's a good thing. So, anyway, so she's showing me that helps, but she's showing me to like do some like needles kind of like by her back, like not on the top of her back, but like on like kind of along the side part of her back. So like her back is right here, just like right below her back, right there. She's showing me to do some stuff there that will really that will really help. She says that will really help. So she says that that will really help to do that. And she's showing me that maybe you could do some massage with her too, that would really help. So there's a really great book. It's called The Dog Lover's Guide to Massage. So that might be something that might be really really helpful to like for you to have it. It has really good illustrations and different techniques that can help. So I would definitely recommend doing that as well. And then so yeah, and any insight you need, please feel free to reach out to me. And she says thank you for that acupuncture, because she says, oh yes, like it helps so much, and it comes like at just the perfect time that it like really just helps things, and like the flow that you're doing it at helps. So just like she's just showing to like readjust the needles a little bit. And then Rachel says, laugh out loud, those dogs are funny. I know, right? They are so funny. I love them. And I can't wait till one day like I have a yard where they can like run around and play. Like I can't wait till I have that. And you know what, that's gonna come. I'm like envisioning that, and I see that, and that's gonna happen for me and them. And you should see like my cat Mojo is just like sitting over on the chair, and he's just like, oh my gosh, like they are crazy. He's like, oh my Lord. So but that's a cat for you. So and Shanda says, thank you so much. That was so helpful. I'm so appreciative. Oh, you're so welcome, friend. Oh my goodness. You're so welcome. Happy to help. So happy to help. And hi, Rob. And then just so you guys all know, I see your question here too, Rachel. I'm going to get to that next. Just so you guys all know, like these are just like quick little like kind of fly-in readings where I just kind of do like a quick little tune in with what I'm picking up on. If you want like a more in-depth session, I do the one-on-one sessions via Zoom or via phone, where it is more in-depth, more dialogue back and forth too. But I always love doing these too. So, all right. And then Rachel says, can you tune into my cat Miles? I love that name, by the way. And for some reason, like as I'm tuning into Miles, I know I want to like touch my hair like this, and I want to like rub under my eyes. I want to rub under my eyes. He's just like this. He's like, oh, he's just like, oh, I like to like do things like with my paws, and he's having me move my paws like this. He's like, I want to he's like want to do like move my paws, want to move my paws, I want to move my paws. And it's like something like that. And he's showing me like he says like I get really bored. He's like showing me like give me more stuff. He's like, even though I may not be playing with the stuff all the time, he's like showing me like different like cardboard type scratchers. He's showing me like the little ball toy that is the one that like has like the orange little towers on it. So it has like one little round tower, and it has a ball, and then it has the other balls that they can kind of like kick around and kind of swirl around. He's showing me that. He's just like, he's like, I need engagement, because he's like, if I don't get the engagement, like I let you know, like in other ways, like if I'm irritated, he's like, you bet your butt you're gonna know about it. And he actually said, like, he said but in a different way, and you can, only imagine. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can say that on Facebook. Oh my goodness, because he said my ASS. He's like, you bet my. I'm like, oh my goodness, Miles. He's like, yes, yes, yes. He's like, I have a lot of personality and a lot of spunk. And he's just like showing me, like, he wants me to hold my water like this. He's like, that's me. I just like hang my paw out and I just kind of like, I hang out, and he's like, whoop. He's just like, that's just me. Like more like stuff to kind of like bat around and engage, and like stuff that's like hung up that he can kind of play with too. So I'm like looking at this like ribbon thing that I had kept from when my cat Leo passed away, and I have it just sitting up in this like very sacred space, and I'm drawn to like those ribbons. So he's showing me something with like ribbons that he can move around, or like a lure toy that's kind of like a toy like that with something with ribbons. So he says, yes, yes, yes. He's like, I'm the one that complicates things, and I'm the one that makes you think, and I'm the one that makes you think, and that's just me, and that's just me. So yeah, oh my goodness. He's a character, and he says if I was a person, I'd be playing like banjo in a band. So I don't know what that means, but he's like, I'd be playing banjo. He's like, that's me. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, I like the music and I love the tunes. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, I'm all about that. Oh my goodness. I love him. So yeah. So let's see here. You said he is the one that has very much anxiety and doesn't like to use the box when he's mad. Yep. He's like, yep. He's like, yes, yes, yes. And I feel like one thing that would help him as like another thing I'm tuning into. So for dogs, they have the like the thunder shirts, right? And I believe they have like a version for cats. It's like a cat thunder shirt, or even like, some sort of compression shirt, some sort of wrap like that can just kind of be something to like really like help his anxiety, and like little like different points in the house where he can go take out like his anxiety or something if he is like mad. Like other little, he showed me like little touchstones and little like touchstone miles points that he can have, that he can go to. It's like his little like punching bag where he can be like, okay, boom, I'm gonna go bat that and bap at that. Like if I'm really mad and I'm really upset, and that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. So like keep imagining him like going to take out like any frustration he has, like by having something like that he can go do instead of like not using the box. And just keep seeing him like using the box. Just keep imagining that, keep seeing that, and keep imagining that. And any help you need, let me know. And then Chanda says, yes, I will do a one-on-one for sure. Oh yay, I love that. I love doing these sessions, but I love the one-on-one sessions that I do, because then I get to like have more of that connection and that one-on-one with you, and that's like always fun. But this is always fun too. This is like my favorite time of the week, Sunday nights, and I'm so glad you guys are all on Memorial Day weekend. And let's see here. Deborah says, good to see you, Deborah. And then Rachel says, I will be in touch. I have just been super busy. No worries, friend. I will be here. And yeah, I know you're like making that amazing jewelry. So anybody that like wants an amazing tree of life pendant, Rachel is your girl. Like she uses the most beautiful stones and she makes the most beautiful creations. And the name of her business is Rachel Elizabeth Design. And she has a page on Facebook, and I think it's under Rachel Elizabeth Design. If you want to join that, like seriously, her pendants are amazing. So like a great gift for you or for somebody else, I highly recommend you checking out what she does. She's been super busy with that. You rock it, girl. I love it. And let's see here. And Deborah says, does Lazarus need more water, and does he want to go to the doctor? And it's so funny. So like literally, like I'm still let's see here. Rachel says, thanks, Shauna. That is my page. Awesome. Good. Yay. Happy to share, friend. That's what it's all about. And what's so interesting, Deborah, is like I'm like, why am I still like holding my water bottle? I'm like, what the heck is going on with that? So like, here's my water bottle that I'm still holding. So it's like Lazarus is like, yeah, that was me. And he's having me like shake it like this where you can like hear the water. He says, yes, water. He's like, water. Yes, I need more water. I need more water. And he's having me do that. And I know that like looks really weird, but he's like, yes, more water. He's like, more water. Yes, yes, yes. So there is that. And does he want to go to the doctor? He says, well, like not particularly, but he's like, you know, it's like good to take him in to get like that little like once over and little like checkup. He says it's more for like your peace of mind, just to check, especially since he has been drinking water, just so they can, you know, maybe do like a urinalysis to kind of see what is what's going on with him to see. And I definitely would recommend, like, if you take him to the vet for a urinalysis, they can like have you do like a clean catch of urine, which, you know, is always good. But I would definitely recommend to do you go to the vet to do what they call a cystiocentesis. So what they do is they actually like, and it sounds like way worse than it is, trust me. What they do is they have like a needle that they like kind of inject into their bladder, and they take the urine out from there. So it makes it even more of like a cleaner, pure sample than it does just from doing like the clean catch. So there is that. And yeah, so yeah, he's like water, 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 water. And he's showing me like that he wants to do like have like different choices of water. He's showing me like he wants some like colder water. He's showing me like some ice in his water and all of that. He's like, yeah, like bring that on. I really want that and do that, and that would be really really good. And I actually like, I don't know if you heard earlier, I just discovered this new water, and it's called Kangen water. So it's Kangen, and it's like alkaline water, and it's ionized, and it has like all these antioxidants and stuff. And I am on a 2-week trial of it right now. And oh my gosh, like Nugget, my dog Nugget, like actually I give them filtered water from a Brita pitcher, and she actually goes to the that other water instead, the special Kangen water. And oh my gosh, like it's amazing. I'm like on a 2-week trial, and I am like sold on this water. It is absolutely amazing. So so there is that. Yeah, you said the system is supposed to be great. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, yes, you know it. It's so amazing. So let's see here. And you said, how can I do that with a tortoise, a urine catch? Oh my gosh. Ugh, like you see that like my face I made. I don't know. And I see your question here too, Alexis. I'm going to answer your question too. I see that you have that other question here. So thanks for your patience. Let's see here. I don't know like how you could do that with a tortoise. Like that's a really great question. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. Like now I like want to Google it and see how that works. So I'm not sure. So that's really interesting. So and Lazarus is still having me hold on to the water bowl. He's like, yeah, like more water bowls for me. And he's showing me like a stainless steel bowl. So there is that. So, and Alexa says, I have another one I'm curious about. My fiance's dog doesn't like me, and I want to know why and what he needs from me. So what I pick up on from that is it's like, and I want to like hold my water bottle like this, like it's my water bottle, like mine. Like it's like a not that he doesn't think that his dog doesn't think that you're awesome or anything like that. It's like a insecurity with the dog. It's like, wait, like I was here first, like he's mine. And I'm like actually like holding on to my water bottle, like kind of like really tight. And it's like, it's mine. So more things that you can do that are special with you and that dog, I feel like will really be helpful, Alexis. So like things like, oh, here, like I'm going to give you like this special little treat that is, that's just for you. And those like special little times that you can spend with that dog, I feel like will be really, really, really helpful. Like, and just keep reminding, like, hey, like I'm here to stay, like you have your place, I have my place, and you know, it doesn't change anything about where your place is. Just keep putting that out there and keep reminding your fiance's dog about that. So like he says he just needs some like more comfort and more, like he's like, you're giving me patience, but like even more patience with me, that like I really need that, and just have that time of just like kind of like sitting right by me and like give me like a little treat. He showed me like a little like square little like liver treat. He's showing me something like that, like a little square kind of liver treat is what he's showing me. He's like, yes, 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 like give that up, and you know, give me that. So hopefully that helps, and you know, happy to help in any other way to Alexis, and thanks for your patience. And hi, Patty. I know, you know, I need to like, you forgot, I need to actually start, like, I forgot to post about this earlier. I was like, oh yeah, everybody knows I do this every Sunday, but like I need to remember to put out reminders for people, right? Because life gets busy. I know sometimes like I forget of like, oh wait, when is that thing on I want to watch? Or like, wait, what day is it? Like, how do I not remember that, you know, today's like Sunday and tomorrow's Monday? Or like, wait, when is that show on that I want to watch, or something like that? And Alexa says, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You are so welcome. Yeah. And if anything else comes up, no, for those of you that don't know, like I do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So if you know somebody that would be interested, feel free to share with them that I do this, or also, you know, feel free to share this video or anything like that. So yeah, I know Patty says, I forgot it was Sunday, right? I do that too sometimes. And I'm sure you're busy this weekend too with like your work too. So it's probably easy to forget, you know, and it's, I think sometimes when it's a holiday weekend, it kind of like throws things off a little bit, you know, since, you know, tomorrow's Memorial Day, and it can kind of throw off our like routine and our like, oh wait, yeah, okay, it is Sunday today, because it kind of feels like maybe it might still be like Saturday in a way because of that, right? So that's really easy to have happen. Oh my gosh, and you said had 10 dogs here all weekend. Oh my gosh, yeah, like no wonder, like you're like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that's super super busy. I think I would like be forgetting what day it was too if I had 10 dogs. But that's good that you know, you're there to help those people with that, so they can go enjoy their Memorial Day weekend, and then you can like make some time off for yourself and go out of town when it's not so crazy, like a crazy Memorial Day weekend. So woohoo! So there you go. You go, girl. And hey, oh my gosh, hey Lee, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you came on here to say hello. Hey friend, my friend Lee, he is amazing. Good to see you on here. Oh my goodness. So yay. Hope all is well in your world and with all your fur babies. I hope Bernadette is doing well. So she's like the first one that popped into my head, that Bernadette. Oh my goodness, I love her. So let's see here. Rach says, may I ask another question? Yeah, of course. Feel free. Ask away, friend. Ask away. So ask away. Let's see here. Is Whitey feeling okay? So it's interesting. So right when I tune into Whitey, like I want to kind of and here I'm still holding my water bottle. I want to use this as kind of like a compress. I like put it on my forehead like this, like, oh, I'm feeling kind of like and it makes me feel like I'm feeling kind of flushed. Like I feel kind of like flushed, like my energy feels like tired and flushed. I feel tired and flushed. So really just tune into Whitey, like really tune into like the water intake of like how much, and I know it can be hard when you have multiple pets to be like, okay, who's drinking, you know, the water, who's not. So just be careful, and really tune into, Whitey's water intake, and maybe add some like more moisture to some of the food for Whitey too. So sometimes you can add like maybe just like a little bit of like lukewarm or warm water to their food, and sometimes that can help like to get them some more water intake as well. So hopefully that helps. And Lee says, let's see here. See here, just taking a moment. Lee says, thank you. Bear is struggling a bit the last 2 days. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lee. I'm sending like lots of love and lots of good vibes Bear's way. And you said Bernadette is good. She usually is the first to pop in. That's her personality. Laugh out loud. It is. She's like, yep. She's like, here I am. Here I am. And she's like showing me herself like kind of like strutting on like a red carpet. She's like, here I am, here I am. And then let's see here. If Bear has any messages, I always welcome them if your energy allows. Oh my gosh, of course. Absolutely. So the image that Bear showed me, so Bear showed me like that he wants to like go in the energy of like the puddle again, because he showed me like that picture. I remember like it was like a picture or a video you sent me where he's like standing in that puddle, and he's like in the puddle. He's like showing me like something with like the water, and it's like there's like a water theme tonight. Like, oh my gosh, it's so interesting. So it's like something about the water and like some negative ions from the water. So it's like from like the connection like with the earth, or even like somewhere where it's like connected like with the dirt and like water, and something about like some negative ions, some be it that like rain or like some like water that's around. He's like, I just want to be like the ions from the water, like ions from water. And he's having me point like that above, like it's like rainwater, right? Because you know the negative ions with rainwater can help with so much stuff. And he says like he's like showing me like a little umbrella. He says I want to feel it with my feet, like the water in my feet and in my paw pads. He's like going like this, like soaking it up. He says soaking it up like this, soaking it up. So you can just imagine that, like, you know, he like physically does that with you, or that you imagine that like that is like soaking up in his energy. And he said that's the second time Bear and water has come up recently. I brought him in the rain earlier and he seemed to love it. I asked him intuitively and I heard negative ions. Well, there you go. I love it. Oh my gosh. See, you can't make this stuff up. That's what he's like about. He's like, yes, yes, yes. Like he's like soaking it up. He likes to soak it up from above, but then he's like, he likes it in his paws like this. He's like, oh, the negative ions. He's like, he's like soaking it up. He's like, he's like, and he's like having me go like this now too. He's like, he says he just needs to soak it up in his body, like the negative ions. So yeah. So like kudos to you, my friend, for being so like in tune to that and really knowing that and really feeling into that and knowing that. Like that's really really amazing that you were honed into that and you were tuned into that. So that's beautiful, friend. I love that. So sending so much love and good vibes to all of you on here. And let's see here. And then Rach says, yes, thank you. That's helpful. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh my gosh. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help. And Lee says, that's amazing, Shauna. What an awesome confirmation of what I felt earlier. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm happy to help with that. I love to be able to give that validation to people, right? Because validation is such an important thing. It's so huge. Like we need that, you know, sometimes we need that like little extra dose of inspiration or validation. And it's really important to have that. So I'm happy to help with that. And Rach says, Whitey is the one who drinks most water a day. So yeah, I really tune into that and really watch, like, okay, like how much, kind of keep track of like how much his water intake has increased, and just really keep a mindful eye on that, and see kind of what's just keep an eye on that to see, like, okay, like this is like, wow, okay, he drank all of this, and like that's like not as much as he usually would. Just really hone into that, and really pay attention to that, and really be mindful of that. And I really love, it's really interesting, like how there's definitely no accidents and no coincidences. I love that, like the big theme of tonight, it seems like it's and it shows how we're all connected, and how we're all tied together. I really love there's the water theme tonight. I think that's really interesting how that all correlates sometimes, and how it comes together. It's super interesting to me. So let's see here. Rach says, but recently we're not refilling his water bowl as much as before, but we'll definitely look into that. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, fill it up a little bit more. And he's showing me that he's like, you can kind of give me my own water bowl. He's like, I want my own water bowl for myself. He's like, my own, give me my own water bowl that I gotta take a drink, and I gotta take a drink of water really quick. Hold on. So thank you. I was like, I need some water. And water always helps to like invigorate me. It just, I love it so much. So yeah, so look into maybe getting him like his own bowl. And for some reason, like he's showing me like a white, like kind of like a ceramic-y type bowl, and it has kind of these like stripes on it. So it has like either like these different color blues, or different color like kind of reds, or different kind of like rainbow colors. He's shown me like a kind of like a ceramic bowl like that. So if that's not one he has, if you happen to be like out and about in your like daily ventures and you find a bowl like that, he would really like that. He's like, yeah, he says, I would really like that, and that would mean so much to me. So there's that. And yeah, and of course I'm sending you guys lots of love. And then I just wanted to like recap. So I know all of you know that I do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And then Friday, June 4th, I'm doing Animals and Spirit Zoom event. It's from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's a very intimate gathering where everybody will get a message from an animal and spirit. And it's going to be a limit of 10 people, and it's $22. And I have 7 spots remaining, and I put the information up in the comments. So I'm really excited to offer that to people. So then, people that want to do it in a group session, or maybe aren't able to do like a big session right now, I just think it'll be great. And I feel like all the messages are going to, tie together. And I love holding the space for something like that. So I'm really excited about that. So if you're interested, send me a message. I'd love to have you join. So I have 7 spots left. So, and I anticipate those will probably fill up pretty quick. So let's see here. And Lee says, I can't get over the negative ion thing. Ha, ha, ha. That's just so cool. Thank you again. Oh, my gosh, you're so welcome. Yeah, he was like so clear. He's like, negative ions. And he makes me think of like, and this is so cool since you're like the psychic medium. Years ago when I've done some training with James Von Prague, and he actually like talks about like, how helpful like the negative ions are from the water, and like how much they can help with things, and like just what they can do. So like I feel like that's just a message for Bear and you. So that might be something you might want to look into for yourself too, is like what I'm picking up on, because it's weird that that training that I have with James Von Prague, that I remember him talking about the negative ions and like, psychic stuff. And I can't remember exactly what it was, but that's why I wanted to bring that up. So I feel like it's for both you and Bear, because you guys are just like connected like that. You guys are just connected. So Let's see here. And Patty says it was 95 today. Ooh, I need a water hose. Laugh out loud. Right? Oh my gosh, that is like so hot. Oh, I'd be dying. What you need is like a spray bottle that you can spray yourself off with, and like a water hose, or like one of those like little mister things, like with a little fan. I've seen people like have like, it's like a little head thing you can put on that has like a little mister thing or a fan. Oh man, because that's hot. Oh my gosh, like woo. That's like I'd be like putting like like, okay, this is gonna be too much information for people, but sorry. I'd be like putting ice packs down my shirt, or like putting like an ice pack like in my bra or something like that. Like seriously, because I was that hot. I'm like, no. That is like too hot for this girl right here. So I'm not a 90-degree weather kind of person. I'd rather have it be in the 70s than in the 90s all day long. So there we go. And Lee says, yes, absolutely. They're very healing. Yeah, they are. Like, I love the rain. And he says, and we are very connected with the little heart. Yeah, you are. It's like, they're so healing. It's like, I love like actually just like walking out in the rain. Like, I don't have an umbrella. I don't own an umbrella. Like, I just like love feeling the rain, like as it like soaks through me. And it just like, I just love feeling it like in my hair and on my face, and just and like I open up my hands sometimes and just feel the rain. I love it. So it's probably good that I live in the Pacific Northwest, right? So probably a good thing for that. So Patty says it's going to be 105 tomorrow. Oh man, I'm sending you so much love, friend. Oh, that is like way too hot. I hope you are able to like find ways to stay cool, like maybe have a sprinkler that you can run through or something like that, or you get like a little like kiddie pool that you can go and jump in or something, because oh man, that's like whoo, hot. So hopefully you find some nice shady spots, friend. Oh my goodness. And Lee says, I do that sometimes too, walking in the rain. It's so calming. It is, right? Like, it's so amazing. Like, I love walking in the rain. Like, that's just like one of my favorite things ever. And I love, it doesn't snow much where I'm at, but sometimes we have had snow. I love it when it's like the fresh snow and it's kind of like at night or like early in the morning. And, you know, when the sky is that certain color from the snow, and it's just like that energy of that too. I love that. Now, when the snow like gets like not as slushy and it gets like hard and icy, like that, I'm not a fan of, because I'm really like kind of prone to slip and fall when it's like that. So that's not so fun. But when it's a nice like slushy, fresh snow, like, oh my gosh, there's something magical about like snow walks and rain walks. I think are just like magically amazing and wonderful and just like phenomenal. So it's great. It's like one of my favorite things for sure. And oh my gosh, I'm so, like, I can't believe it's like already 8:08. Like, the time just flies by doing this. Like, I love coming on here every Sunday with you all. Like, this is just like so much fun. This is just like really the highlight of my week. And let's see here. All right, let's see here. Oh, yes, totally agree. Right there with you, Lee. Yes. And then Patty says, does Dutton have any thoughts for me? He's like, keep it cool. Like, help to keep yourself cool with this upcoming heat, and help to keep me cool too. Like, he's like, he's like, help to keep me cool. Like, he's showing me like the cool hose or some cool water on him. He's like, not too much, but like just enough. He's like, cool water. Like, keep me cool and keep you cool. And like, don't let like my back, don't let my back burn. Like, watch like a spot on my back. He's like, have me point to my back. Don't let my back burn. And keep me cool, help me to stay cool, cool, that it's really, I want to stay cool in cool California, is what I pick up on. So he's like, help to keep me cool and to keep yourself cool. So that's what he says. And he says, of course, tea too, but he's like, yeah, keep me cool. He's like, keep me cool. And you said, I'll have to hose him off. Yeah, like that's a great thing. He's like, yeah, just make sure it's like not like, he says, not like when you first turn on the hose. He's like, give it like a little bit to like kind of, like not too long, but give it a little bit to kind of simmer to where it's like the perfect temperature. Because, you know, when you first turn on a hose, it like can feel kind of like that little like kind of, that maybe has been a little bit hotter, can have that little bit of like the warm feel. He's like, no. He's like, the perfect cool from the hose is what he wants. He's like, the perfect cool from the hose. So that's what he wants. So yeah. And then Rach says, my mom said, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to help. I'm so happy to help. And Deborah says, thank you so much for Lazarus's message. He has a red metal bull. I love it. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's my bull. He says, that's my bull. It's my bull. Oh my gosh. I love Lazarus. Oh my goodness. I love Lazarus. Oh my gosh. And I totally got Lazarus mixed up with Lico for a second. Oh my goodness. I was like, as for some reason I got Lazarus mixed up with Lico when I was talking about the cystocentesis part, because I'm like, I know that's what they do with the dog, because Lico popped in for a second to be like, hey, I'll help out. I'll give some help. But for like a turtle, I don't know how they do that with Lazarus. But he's like, yeah, he's like, I've been drinking a lot more water, and he showed me that maybe like you could kind of keep like a little like kind of he's like, not like oh, Lico is jealous of Lazarus. Okay, that's probably why Lico popped in that moment. He's like, here, you can do this with me, not Lazarus. That's probably why. So he's showing me. So what Lazarus is showing me is like something that's like you know, the slip and slides. I remember when I was a kid, we had like a little, I didn't have one. I was like, I wanted one, but I didn't, like the little slip and slide. So it has like the water that kind of, stays in it. He's showing me that he like wants something that has like a little bit of like water that he can kind of like sit on and, you know, sit in and be with. So and you said that happened today. Okay, yeah, that he can kind of sit in and be with. And I would definitely contact like your vet that you work with and see like how you could get because I don't know how you would get a urine sample from him. I would imagine that they have a way that they could do it. It might be similar to like a cysto that they do on dogs. So that might be very similar. And you said, I wonder if he wanted to get hosed down. He says not so much on the top part of him. He's not the top part of him, but he's showing me like on like his undercarriage. He's having me like go like this, like on his undercarriage is where he wants some water, because he's like it'll evaporate more like on the top part of his shell, he's saying, Lazarus is saying. So he's showing me that on the on his undercarriage where it's more like the soft part of him, like to hose that down, and like a little bit on the top but more like on that bottom part, and have some water, like where he can kind of like soak it up. He's like, soak it up. So yeah. So hopefully that helps, and keep me posted. I'm happy to help. And he said, makes sense. I felt like he was saying he feels dried out. Yeah, he does. He says he feels dried out. He's like, yeah, like I'm dry. Like he's like, see, you're tuned to that. He's like, moisture, and he's showing me to do like more and hi Nicole, he's showing me like for some reason I was like, I know you wouldn't use this with your with him, but and thanks for tuning in, Lee. I hope you have a great rest of your night too. He's showing me something like aloe vera gel. It just came into my mind, and I know you wouldn't use aloe vera gel with him, but he's just showing me that because he's like wants to have like that moisture, right? So you know how like aloe vera gel helps to like soak up sunburns, and it helps with sunburn. So like I have to like bring that up. He's wanting me to bring that up. So So there's that. And Patty says, thank you, Shauna. Glad I remembered to grab my phone before you were done for tonight. I'm so glad you did too. And he said, can't wait for the animal spirit class. Can't decide on Woody or Liberty. Who knows? Like maybe they'll both come through, because I have a feeling that, you know, that might happen, that might be, you know, maybe they'll both come through and give like a little message. I feel like that might happen. So we'll see. I'm excited too. I think it's going to be really fun. And Deborah says, I have tons of aloe in my yard. So I wonder like if you could kind of like break it open, like, because there's something about like the aloe that he wants something with the aloe. So I would check in with like how that works with tortoises and how that would work. So something with like aloe, like I'm feeling like I want to like break it open. Like I want to break it open and I want to like eat the aloe. And I'm like, I don't know if it is safe to ingest for them. But I would check into that to see, because there's something about maybe the aloe leaves is what I'm picking up on. There's something with the aloe leaves, like something with that, the leaves of the aloe. So something with that. Yeah. So keep me posted. I'm sending so much love to sweet Lazarus. Oh my goodness. He's so lucky to have such a good caretaker. And I'm so glad you could jump on to Nicole. And let's see here. And I think I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. I can't believe it's already like 8:16. It's like, wow, where does the time go? But it's still nice and light outside, because it's like spring, summer coming. Well, it is spring, summer's coming, right? And Deborah says, I just Googled and it says, yes, they can with that. Oh, cool. Awesome. I love it. Yay for Google. Like Google can find so much great information. I love that. So that's super cool. So yay for Google. Woohoo. And Nicole says, I know nothing about animal readings. Is it only with animals that pass? That's such a great question, Nicole. I love that. So it's actually for animals that have passed, that are in spirit. It's for maybe a pet that might be missing, a pet that is about to transition, maybe a pet that has like a behavior or a medical issue, or maybe somebody just wants to know more of like why their pet is doing a certain thing, or what is going on with them for whatever reason. So it is actually, the animal communication readings are for pets that have passed and are living. So yeah, that's a great question. I love that. So great question. So yeah, I love all the questions. You guys are amazing. So anyway, I'm about to wrap it up here, and I hope that you all have a great rest of your Sunday evening, and then I hope you all have a great Memorial Day tomorrow. And yeah, and I look forward. I'll be back here next Sunday. Oh, you're welcome, Nicole. Oh my gosh, you're welcome, my friend. You're so welcome. So I will be back here next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So hope you're able to tune in, and feel free to like share this with anybody you know that might be interested, and that wants to know a little more about animal communication. And thank you so much for tuning in live. And then thank you to those of you that listen to the replay as well, because there's a lot of people that listen to the replay. So thank you so much for that. And I love the water theme that we have tonight. So like a reminder to all of you, like remember to stay hydrated. Like water is life, and like water, we are 90% water. So water is like such an important thing for like the pets in our life and for us. So so there you go. So there's my little tip of the week, since we had that like water theme going on. So there we go. So anyway, much love to you all, and thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Much love. Bye for now.